For the women's 150 metres individual medley SM4, just 3 swimmers taking the start. 3 swimmers in the final of the women's 150 metres individual medley. Kolmogorova, Teunissen and Irina.
Kolmogorova there in lane number 3 for the Russian Federation. 3:56.80 is her entry time. Next to Lisette Teunissen of the Netherlands. The fastest on paper. Lane number 4, 3:14.48. Karolina Hammer in 5 Poland. Poland have a small team here. Just 5 swimmers, so all eyes on her. Lisette Teunissen, though, for sure the clear favourite. A multi-medal winner on the world stage, of course. Very experienced. And a great all-rounder. Can swim all the strokes well individually, as well as put them together in this individual medley. 1 length backstroke, breaststroke and front crawl. Lauritsen from Denmark is the world record holder, not competing here, of course. She swam that world record way back in Beijing on the 14th of September 2008 when she took the Paralympic title. We have just 3 competitors in this event, but 3 of the best the world can provide. For this, the women's 150 metres individual medley.
Well, there have been some withdrawals from this event as the swimmers just making their way into the water. But because there are only 3 of them, it doesn't mean they all get a medal. There is what they call the -1 ruling. So only 2 medals will be presented here, just the gold and the silver. So still everything to play for. You can't take it easy and pick up a bronze medal just for finishing 3rd in this one. Only 3 in it. It will be only gold and silver presented. A couple of neat constructions there the swimmers hanging on to. Again, this is a lower classification race, the SM4 class. The M signifies that it's a medley race, and the S signifies it's a swimming. So S events, if you see them, are backstroke, butterfly and freestyle. SB is breaststroke and SM is medley. Of course, the classification 1 to 10 for those with a physical disability, 1 being the most severe and 10 being the least impaired. 11 to 13 for those with a visual impairment and 14 for those with an intellectual disability. But it's a good battle here. Up the first length on backstroke, Teunissen and Kolmogorova. But Teunissen, the gold medalist earlier this week in the backstroke event in the S4 class. She leads Kolmogorova by 1.42 seconds. Karolina Hammer some way back in 3rd position at the moment, but she is a good breaststroker.
Hammer turning 3rd there, but of course she has to chase down for silver. Kolmogorova having a great backstroke leg. Just lost a little bit to Teunissen in the last 6 metres, but Kolmogorova in 3 with a silver cap to the left of the screen. Really surging forwards at this stage on the breaststroke leg. Teunissen on paper, well, she's 42 seconds faster, so look at this performance from Kolmogorova of the Russian Federation. Again, we can see this technique where the swimmers have the face down for a stroke or even 2, and then taking a powerful explosive breath. When we take that breath, we have to shoot those hands forwards very, very quickly to get back into a stretched, streamlined position. The more the head is down, the higher the hips are, the more opportunity there is to have the legs and feet close to the water surface. If there's too much of an angle from head to feet, there's lots of resistance as the water comes at you. So Kolmogorova, she's leading 2 minutes 10:36 now as she's making a breakaway down the fastest stroke, front crawl.
It's a very, very big lead, and this is a shock here. Teunissen not really making any impression at all on that breaststroke, and in fact, Karolina Hammer has come back and overtaken the Netherlands swimmer So Teunissen now in a battle for silver and bronze, but Kolmogorova, she's on her way home. Teunissen looking very, very good on the freestyle, very strong, very stylish, but surely the swimmer from the Russian Federation has just got too much. Irina Kolmogorova from Russia, she has got 15 meters to go. Can Teunissen catch her? Surely not. The Netherlands swimmer in second place, gaining all the time, but running out the pool.
Yes, absolutely running out of waters. Kolmogorova having the swim of her life for Russia. 6 meters away from home, 5 meters, 4 meters, she's home. What a world champion she is in 3 minutes 12.10. That is a huge world record by some 40, a personal best, I should say, by some 44 seconds. That's hammer coming in there for Poland. Well, she is going to finish in third, so no medal for her this evening. Teunissen will take the silver. Kolmogorova right there, the world champion this evening from lane number 3, nearest to us with the silver cap. She was very good on the backstroke, just lost a couple of meters at the end of the backstroke length, but here, coming out of that turn, was quick into a stroke, and by stroke number 6 had caught Lisette Teunissen of the Netherlands. Just one swimmer up in the black cap. This really was a fantastic performance by Kolmogorova of the Russian Federation. A massive, massive personal best, and what a time to do it in a World Championship final.
It was all about the breaststroke, really. That's where the lead was gained, and it was never given up. Teunissen coming back in the closing stages with every stroke of that freestyle. Karolina there coming in for third position. Kolmogorova, she must have been wondering where the Netherlands swimmer was. She knew the danger was on the freestyle leg, but she looks across, there is no one there, and yes, she's the world champion. She can hardly believe it. The gold medal goes to Russia. Irina Kolmogorova, silver to the Netherlands.
And so another individual medley event for you, the men's 150 metres individual medley SM3. Shalaby goes in lane number 1 for Israel. Demarco goes in lane number 2 for the USA. Karolina, well, he's representing Mexico in lane number 3. Vynohradets goes in lane number 4 for the Ukraine. Grant Patterson, he's representing Australia, of course, he's in 5. Mikael Fredriksson of Sweden, he's in 6. Christopher Tronco completes the lineup for Mexico in lane number 7. Vynohradets is a great champion. Won many medals at this level over the years. Curtis Lovejoy is the world record holder from the USA, but not here. So just moments away now from the start. That's Grant Patterson in 5.
It's a combined event, this one. The two classes in here, SM2 and SM3. They're all swimming for one set of medals, though. Shalaby, the only SM2 swimmer. He has the most severe disability out of the whole group. He goes in lane 1. That's the lane nearest to us, the Israeli swimmer. But Vynohradets, well, world record stands at 2:43.72. And the silver medalist from London, Vynohradets, was beaten on that occasion by a world record swim. Du Jingpan from China, a world record holder. Gold medalist in this championships in 2010 was Vynohradets, and he's already picked up 4 individual golds already this week. But coming in to the first 50 metres, he's a very good breaststroker, so this is ominous for the rest of the field. Vynohradets, 53.68, very tight for second. Mikael Fredriksson, who picked up a medal in the backstroke the other day, he is in second position ahead of Grant Patterson. Watch out for Michael Demarco and Karolina. They're in 4th and 6th position, respectively. They're very strong breaststrokers. Again, as always in individual medley, the breaststroke is a very important stroke. If you're good at the breaststroke, it's the stroke you spend most time on in an individual medley. If you're good at it, you can make inroads to the leaders there.
Absolutely, and Vynohradets going very well. He is on paper only a second and a half shy of the world record, but we will have to keep our eyes on Shalaby in lane number 1 from Israel, because he is an SM2. Lovejoy's the world record holder for the SM2, 4:20.59. Du Ping is the world record holder for the SM3, so Vynohradets is chasing a time of 2:43.72. And he's still leading, of course, as he always favours the breaststroke. Very nicely supporting his legs there, and a good swivel turn. Nicely around and away on this, the final length. Patterson in second, only 4.2 seconds down on Vynohradets. Grant Patterson of the USA, and actually closing here. This could be dangerous ground for Dmytro Vynohradets in lane 4 of the Ukraine. He's trying to pull away. He does like his front crawl. Grant Patterson perhaps there falling back a little bit out of frame now as they approach the 15-metre marker.
Vynohradets looks like he has got this one, but Grant Patterson, the Aussie, he's coming back very strongly. But Vynohradets with those long levers there, the long arms, he is pulling away from the Aussie. Patterson looks like he's clear in second position, but coming back in lane, I think it's Demarco maybe, or Karolina from Mexico, but it is Vynohradets who takes it, 3:01.06. Grant Patterson is going to hang on for the silver medal. The Australian coming in now, and it was Karolina in lane 3 making his way through into the bronze medal position. The Aussies happy about that one. They've got another medal for this young man, Grant Patterson, but he couldn't catch Dmytro Vynohradets, who took that title in a 3:01.06. That's a fairly comfortable time for Vynohradets, well outside of his best time. So Patterson in the silver medal position. Karolina came through strongly into 3rd position. The breaststroke leg really pulled him up, and it looks like Fredriksson and Tronko 4th and 5th, and Shalaby, the swimmer with the most severe disability in this field, the SM2 swimmer, he is making his way now down to the last 25 of this 150 individual medley.
Yeah, Shalaby on paper 4:55.44, so he'll want a personal best time this evening. I don't think it's going to be a world record. 4:20.59. The clock is ticking away, of course, all the time, so a solid performance from lane number 1. Joseph Lad Shalaby of Israel. So the applause of the crowd now clapping and almost singing him in, really. Some 10 metres from the finish. We have the Mexican tenor supporting him in lane number 1 now. 6 metres home down this front crawl leg. Great support for all these competitors. A tough middle distance event this. Racing away for some 3-4 minutes and more. 4 minutes 54.69. 7th place for Shalaby, and that's a best time for him. And a new record as well.
A new European record for Shalaby there. 4:55.69 for the European record holder, so he knocks half a second away from his own European record mark. Great swim from the Israeli. So Vynohradets there in the blue cap representing Ukraine.
Vynohradets there, super slow motion. It is good to bring these pictures home to you all. I hope you appreciate the skill that's required to move through these waters so quickly, it must be said, and what these swimmers have to do, using their ability to ensure that, well, That body is hung and suspended high to the water surface, and if anybody wants to try that at home, well, it's almost impossible. You try swimming along without kicking your legs, it is tough. Myself and Paul have a high-performance background and exceptionally good use of our legs, I'm pleased to say, but it's hard work. Swimmers in training, when they're not kicking it, they're just pulling, actually use a flotation aid, a pull buoy. So there we have the finalists, the 1 to 7, gold to Vynohradets, silver to Patterson, Karolina, the bronze.